Hi, this is Rick Devine from Remax Executive, and I was going to go over the contract. I'm not going to go into detail about it. You're going to have to call me for more than that. But just to give you a general, there's a lot of people call me because they're so afraid of these things. Um, Basically, this is just where you put the general information. Down here in this area is the information about the house and tax kind of things. Right here is where you put the purchase price. Here's where you put the due diligence fee. What's a due diligence fee? That's something that started a couple years ago, and I'll get into that. It's basically money that you pay for a time to keep the home off the market. Earnest money. This is where you put your earnest money, and this is different ways that you can hold it. If there's additional earnest money, we use this in short sales, by assumption, seller financing. That's what this part of the form's for. Again, I'm not going into great detail with this. It talks about what happens with earnest money, if you can lose it, who keeps it, how it's deposited, things like that. A lot of for sale by owners don't do that exactly right. This just talks about different stuff. Due diligence, it's a buyer's opportunity during due diligence period to investigate the property and the transaction contemplated by this contract, including but not necessarily limited to matters described in paragraph 4. Kind of go over that, but this due diligence fee, this talks about what that fee actually is. Oops, kind of zipped through there. Didn't mean to do that. The due diligence period, there's a certain period for that. Basically, that's when you want to get your inspections done, things like that. Settlement date. There's also a closing date. What is the difference between settlement and closing? One day is when you sign the papers, the other is when you get your keys. That can be very, very important. There's even a warning in here about it. Talks about different special assessments. You need to make sure those are paid. Fixtures. What's a fixture? What stays in a home? What goes with a home? What do you need to buy? This is all the fixtures in a home. Personal property. Lenders do not like personal property being put in a contract. Just went through that the other day. This is the due diligence process. Buyers advised a lot of different things. This is all the things you want to get done in that period. And this is new for a lot of people that haven't bought home in a couple years. Talks about the inspections. And again, I'm not going over all this, but talks a little bit about termination. Again, another warning about this due diligence period. Do people lose money on that due deal? Oh, yeah. Not going to get into a whole lot about this. Owners Association fees. This is stuff about the seller, if they've owned the property or not, so that you know whether somebody's owned it or not, or if they're trying to do something else. This is just HOA stuff. This is all new gas rights. You know, are they trying to keep gas rights if there are any on the property? Then this talks about the different. I'm not going to get into a lot of this. This is where you put your name, how you want your name on the title or on the deed. Are they going to pay any closing expenses? Yep. A lot of buyers think sellers should pay for closing. Sellers think buyers should pay for closing. But that's really coming into play now. I'm gone close to my self-proclaimed 5-minute deadline, so I'm going to go through the last of this pretty quickly. Anyway, the home warranty, if we're going to buy a home warranty, talks about condition, so whether they should keep insurance on it. What happens if there's a delay? Oh my gosh, 14 days. That is huge. You can lose your money on some of these delays. These are different addendums that can go with it. Tire agreement should be in writing. Then this talks about having it checked off and all that. Anyway, this is my information right here if you want to give me a call. This is just a quick overview on the contracts. My number is 704-618-7184.